to make a piñata. Woo! We're going to need petroleum, cartón, cardboard, newspaper, right? Periódico, some gift tissue, foam paper, tape. You're going to use scissors. We also have flour to make a special type of glue that is going to be very helpful. And I also have this glue too. And we're also going to use some yarn. Okay, so first I think we're going to start by making the special glue. Okay, so first you want to get some flour. I'm gonna get about a cup of flour. I think it's a little bit less. It's like 3/4 of a cup. And you want to add some water, maybe a cup of water or a little less. And then you want to stir very well. You don't want to see like things looking like that. So you want to make sure that you stir well for a little bit. Okay, so once you have something that looks like this, after stirring it for a little bit, you want to make sure that you boil 3 cups of water and then add what we just did. Okay, so you add it and then you want to keep stirring. Okay, so I think it has taken me about 4 or 5 minutes of stirring, and you want to make sure that you have maybe something that looks like that. Okay, so just for about 4 or 5 minutes, stir it and then you're done. Okay, so you want to make sure that you let it cool. So I'm just gonna take it outside and then we're going to continue making the piñata while it cools down. So the goal for today is to make a simple piñata, so I decided to make an emoji piñata. So let's see how it turns out. So I just drew some circles and I honestly just took the very first thing that I found to make a circle. So I just used it's right here. Hey, it works. So just whatever you get at home. Okay guys, so I have 2 faces because of course we need one for each side, and I also want you to make this right here. These are like 4 inches wide because they're gonna go around the circles. Okay, so if the cardboard is like too hard, you can always go like this. So if you go like this, it will give you a very nice shape that you can easily put around it. Okay, so that's just a strategy. So notice that these were not long enough, so I'm just going to use the tape just to tape them together. Okay, so if you want to know exactly how long this should be, you can always use the math to find the circumference. So if you remember the formula to use the circumference, you can easily calculate how long this needs to be. So the circumference is equal to 2 pi r, or diameter times pi. I want to tape the face like this, okay? And we're gonna do the same thing with the other face. So notice that if we try to tape the other face, we're very likely to have problems with it because it might just go like this. So what I'm gonna do is try to figure out how to take it out first. I'm going to be using what I had left from the little things that I did, and I'm just going to get a piece of it and do something like this and tape it with, of course, the tape. And then what I'm gonna do is just place it right in the middle. But I need to take this out first. So you place it right in the middle, and so you can just use tape so that it doesn't move. It doesn't have to be perfect, but this is going to help you because this way this is no longer going to go down. So then you can start taping it around. So now that it looks like this, we're going to continue with the newspaper. So I want you to have pieces of newspaper. Okay, so now we're gonna get the special glue that we created. This is called engrudo, by the way, and it should be cool by now. If you find difficult to make the engrudo, what you can always do is just take glue and a little bit of water. That should work too. Okay, so what you want to do is just take the engrudo and just place it over the cardboard, and then place the pieces of newspaper. So what you can do is just take a piece of newspaper and then place it, and then add more engrudo on top of it, and then you continue with that for a little bit. Okay, so if you don't have a paintbrush, you can always use your hands, okay? And you're probably gonna make a mess, and your mom is gonna be so mad at you probably. So just make sure that you have maybe a newspaper, just like I have over here. And also, every time that you're on the edge, I recommend that you place like the piece of paper on both sides, like on this side and this side. That will make it stronger. Alright? Okay, so it has to look something like this, and it has to have 3 layers of newspaper. So make sure that you do that, and then once it's dry, we're going to continue with the next step. Okay, so what you want to do next is grab your scissors, and you want to make holes on opposite sides, because we're going to be using those for the yarn or the cords. So I have one right here and the other one over here. So what you also want to do, once you have the 2 holes on the sides, you also want another hole over here for the candy. So I just have a small rectangle, and you're probably gonna notice that this is kind of coming off. Make sure that it doesn't, so I'm just gonna put a tape inside. Okay, so the next step is to take the yarn, and you want to use a hole, so you want to insert it from one side, and you want to like come out from the other side, and you can always use your hands to do that. And then you want to take it like from the inside and go like this, and you probably want to have like 15 centimeters just so that it hangs. And then you want to put a knot on each side. So you want it to look like this. So what I did was I actually have 2 knots on each side, and so it's gonna look something like this. Okay, so the next step is to create this right here. So what you want to do is take one of this, and then you want to mark 4 centimeters, and then you want to create a line, and based on that line you want to fold. Okay, so once you fold it this way, you're just going to continue doing the same thing. Okay, so then with the marks that were created, you want to use those marks to to cut them. And once you cut them, it's going to look, well, kind of like this. But then once you have this right here, since these were 4 centimeters, you want to use your scissors, and you want to cut like halfway, so 2 centimeters. And this is approximately 1 centimeter. Okay, so then you want to take this, but first I recommend that you have like this right here, because once you place it, you don't really want the newspaper to look like right here. So we're going to place it this way, so that these right here are hanging a little bit, and then you want to cut it. Okay, so once you have the measurement, what you want to do is just take the glue and use your glue to place it, right? And then you want to take the next one, and the next one is a little bit hard to explain, but just make sure that you leave like 1 centimeter. Remember that this entire one is 4 centimeters, so you want only like 1 centimeter to be showing up. So probably like that. That's probably 1 centimeter. So you want to take the glue and put it over there, so then you will have something that will look like that, and just cut whatever is left. So again, you want to take the glue, take another one, and you want to make sure that you leave like 1 centimeter of the previous one showing up. Okay, so again, this is probably 1 centimeter. So then cut however much you have left on the sides, and then you continue the process. Okay, and by the way, the glue needs to be like right on the edge. Okay, so just make sure that you have it there. So this one, we want to put some glue, and then go like this. And then for the very last one, we also want to put some glue over here. And then I'm going to get another one. And it's going to look something like this. Okay, so that will be the very last one. So notice that this doesn't have the shape of a circle, so you want to use the scissors and go around it so that it looks more like this. I already cut it on this side, so just make sure that you follow the shape of the circle. The same thing that we did on this side, we're going to do on the other side. So just take your time to do that. Okay, so now that you work with the faces, we need to worry about working with this side. So once you have it look like this, you want to turn it around, and we're gonna start with this middle. So you want to place one of those this way, and the other one the other way. Okay, so now that you have it looking like this, again, one like facing that way and the other one facing this way, we're just gonna worry about the first half. So we're going to continue doing the same thing that we did on the side. So just make sure that you put some glue on the edge. Take another piece and leave about 1 centimeter and continue doing the same. So again, put some glue over here. And then place it like this, but make sure that you leave about 1 centimeter. And then you continue doing the same thing. Okay, so now it has to look something like this. Make sure that you're able to pull this up so that you can insert the candy. Okay, the next thing, so now make sure that you get the foam paper. And so I created this for the eye. And this other one for the other eye. This one for the mouth and the tongue. So once you have this, just get the glue and place them where they go. So this is the goal. So hopefully you can get something that looks like this. Now the last step is just to insert the candy. Mira, baby.
¡Es para ti, gordo! ¡Es para ti!